Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So the other day I did a video on how All Stars is broken according to some former players, and a random former player got upset. No, we won't play that game. I don't know why he does that, but Viper, like, you're delusional. Let's go over it. Let's just let the Evony community decide. So we're gonna show comments from my video and then comments from your video, which, by the way, I can't watch because it just makes me, like, it hurts. Your mic, like, what's up with that? Are you out there partying on a beach, your massive social life? Like, even me, for me to correct someone on how to YouTube with bad audio, like, yours was so bad, plus, like, I really can't even understand what you say half the time. But hey, you're really excited, you're really passionate about the game, so I like that. But you don't even have an account, so that's what the whole point of this is. Like, shut up. Like, let's get to it. Okay, so first we're gonna look at the comments in my video section to see. I just want to, like, let's see what the Evony player base says, because I came with the attitude that this was a small group of whales who were upset, and it came out that it's actually Oz who didn't make it that upset Viper. So big surprise, the guy he takes on vacation with him didn't make finals, so he's upset and makes a video and demands change in the game. Boo hoo. Okay, so right here, comments. Same players who shamed players last All-Stars for not advancing are now crying that they themselves didn't advance. Suddenly, it's an Evony issue. Healing's part of the game. Not all of us can afford to be VIP 26. What's funny is there's no such thing as skilled gameplay. It's always about which account coins the most. I don't even think Viper cares about Karu, who is the guy that missed. He just pretending so that the keep can all other C2 alliances under their thumb. Evony needs a revolt. Players mail Evony and tell them to ban accounts on 428. So, I actually heard that it was Karu also who didn't advance, who caused the uproar. But when I looked at all the standings, I didn't see him missing any finals. Like, he has two accounts. I saw both in the finals. So I didn't include that in the original video, but then people told me it was Oz. So that makes sense. They need an extra tier for All-Stars, one for just players that have completed, gained everything, and another for players chasing stuff. Cry baby because your strategy was wrong. The wrong strategy. Evony is broken from the start. 100% rewards for the top players, 1% for the bottom 99. These guys are ridiculous. Waste of time. They never see what they do to F up other players in this game. What skill is he talking about? Bigger wallet and the benefits they got from pink gems? Please, this guy's makes no sense. Heal speeds cost money. Evony wants money. They're not going to change anything. There are many things that aren't fair, like Vidge recruiting all Bitcoiners to their alliance. How can that be fair? Isn't healing part of the skill of the game? Timing of healing is important. Cry me a river, coiners. None of that's fair. Okay, so, like, I think we get the point here. That's in my video, so naturally things are going to be tilted a little bit towards my views, my viewer base. So let's see what Viper's fans think. People who watch the Viper channel. Wait, it's not the Viper channel because Viper doesn't even have a YouTube channel anymore. But I guess Vidge, who separated themselves from him, allowed him the platform to go back on their channel as a guest appearance. And let's see if this guy made a fool of himself like usual, or did he make good points? Let's see what the audience thinks. If you want to put it up for discussion on how to fix All-Stars, then great start for the discussion. But don't put up all the stuff that'll only benefit the big spenders and expect everyone else to go along with it. I see a lot of new players got their first All-Star keep and Dragon, and that makes them happy. It will make them enjoy the game more instead of the usual suspect making it. Spread the wealth. Top 50 highest scoring people should progress each round. Doesn't matter where the teams finish. That stops repeated healing changing. So 1-1. Don't agree at all with Viper. Skill is when you are the smallest player in the prelims, but smart enough to make it to the semis. Not when you're the biggest and you are being knocked out just because someone found a loophole in the system and worked around it. I don't see any issues with the current system. I suggest if whales have an issue, they have enough money to make a new game where people can mask. Okay. So I'll just say it's not all whales. It's Viper's small group of friends, virtual friends, who are having an issue. And it might actually just be like 3 or 4 people. But they type in capitals and they get really mad and they make it seem like it's a lot of people. And for those of you who aren't like that, who are actually really sophisticated, nice people, Sorry, like, don't get too worked up over me grouping you in the same people with that. I know that there are some rational thinking people who agree with some of what Viper says. I'm going to mention the same thing to you that I did to Genghis. I think that we need to almost completely get rid of the current All-Star format. So this guy wants like tiers of power. Lots of people suggest that. My personal opinion is that people are always going to try and blame someone else because their team isn't better. If I recruit top tier players to my server, I would do it in a heartbeat. Haters gonna hate. Something does need to be done about keep getting zeroed, healing, and doing it over and over again. It happened in semis on my team. It was a huge reason. So it seems like it's slightly against Viper so far, but kind of close. I think the solution is simple. Make a limit of healings. Yeah, something needs to change. I know players who heal too much and leave the team behind are bad, but I think the first thing that needs to change is matching people of the same VIPs. A lot of the people have coined like hell, and C6 consists of K44s. They need to revamp the rules for Red Wings. You don't own an account. Doesn't that make you the random YouTuber? So this time things went badly for Viper. But what times did things go well for him? Currently, I don't agree with you at all based on what I've seen. I replied to comment after what I watched. But currently, I'm going to be emailing Evony along with many others in my alliance, in Top 4C Alliance, not agreeing with what you're saying. You're mad about people porting into spots you're rallying. Sorry, that's a strategy and skill. Disagree with you. Don't care who started it. You're a big name that got the movement. We understand that. That's fine. Okay, you bring up a defensive keep to go positive. You're stating that skill, but your mad defense keeps winning rallies. It's a strategy and skill. So this is like all comments from one guy, but some of them are okay, so I'll read them. Coinstrike was ended by you, and you got what you wanted. That did change what the player base thought of you. There's a lot more mid to low coiners than large. Though many look up and want to agree with you, think about everything, and so the support will change, not just what benefits you. Left you like, I disagree with your reason what you should change. I agree with some. That's kind of how I feel. I do agree with some of the stuff Viper said, but he's just delusional, ignores every other problem. And most specifically, my point of all of it is that he ignores that he's a major part of what's wrong in the game. The massive recruiting of the coin drain, just like coin drain in Evony, ruins other servers and thus their competition and thus the growth of the people who will be their teammates in All-Stars. I watched you, Viper, heal 3 times in the last 20 minutes in the final. Seems kind of hypocritical to me. Great defenses should be applauded, not complained about to corporate. Come on, bro, spending more than we'll be happy. Someone like you have this world in a hand, then started manipulating others because something goes wrong. If the smaller healing too, I always seen the bigger player harassing smaller player in the game. Then Evony creates the trap. Stop crying and start working more on your keep or leave it. Totally disagree with you, and the vast majority of players should. Why should attack rallies that lose badly get 100% of their points? Makes no sense. You're complaining because no one likes you. Oh wait, no one will attack you. Guys, this just means you get 2 dolls, not 30 dolls. Trust the process. Doubt they will change one event. Should be changed across all Battlefield to penalize those that do it in qualifiers. Amazing point, and one of the ones that I was getting to. The qualifying for All-Stars, all the human manipulation is one of the biggest problems. Vidge separating into 2 alliances so they could get 20 people in All-Stars, and not all of them are great accounts. Like, that's a major problem. I understand wanting to help your players, but how about, like, asking Evony, you know what, instead of just allowing all these players to make it with point totals, etc., what if our point total, our rank in qualifiers gave our server a certain amount of spots or our alliance a certain amount of spots, and we could decide who goes? That way, someone like Viper, who no longer has an account, could sacrifice and be like, you know what, guys, I have all the All-Star Dragons I need. I'm not going to play in All-Stars. I'm going to let Perry and Portman play, and they're going to go for their dragons. That's what our alliance needs. That's the sort of thinking I'd love to hear from a leader. Like, Viper is a leader in community, whether you like him or not. And trust me, guys, I love him. I don't not like him. I think Viper has a lot to offer the community. He just goes about it in the wrong way. I don't know if someone leads him down this path or he can't actually think for himself and he just gets really angry and frustrated because, like I said, his best friend Oz didn't make All-Star finals. So he was enraged at the time of this. And then maybe he realizes he's wrong, but I can't stop. The train's going, just keep going with it. He can't divert and take a look at himself and be self-aware. But there's all sorts of thinking outside the box ways that we could change and help Evony and make suggestions, like the one I just said. Certain amount of people per server, big players could sacrifice, not make it. I would gladly sit out All-Stars and let some of my teammates play in Major Leagues if I could, but they can't make it. It's really hard for them to make it with the current process, and it's really hard for me to not make it, except not play in Battlefield for those qualifiers, but then they can't even make juniors or elites without me. So I need them, but I'd love to help them out and sit out. That'd be a thought process. Other things they could do, make everybody invisible on the battlefield in terms of your name. So you're just player, and you put it like a random password, or name, like I'm player 4, that's player 6, that's player 1, and you don't assign 1 to the top guy on the team, so you randomize it out of 25. And then the opposing teams can't say, that's my teammate, I'm going to feed him points. They're just hitting people who are red on a different team, they don't know who it is, it's a successful attack, keep rallying them. There's all sorts of things that we could do to change things up. Really pressure Evony for server migration. Allow people to make their own super alliances to combat against VIG and RSP. And of course, the loudest voices in the room against that are the two alliances who pretend they want fair competition and they really want people to catch up and play against them. Okay, then support that. The free market would decide. People would not all go to the same servers to dominate because you could add into it like some sort of salary cap. You could only have so much VIP and power in the transfer portal to the servers, or only so many all-star spots per servers. That would stop people from going to the same servers because they'd be like, well, you already got your 7 all-stars. I ain't going there. Why would I go there? So that's the sort of stuff. And get rid of the fillers in all-stars. That's a major, major problem, is that people fill in all-stars. They're the setter. They only care about advancing. They don't care about the team. So then why do you expect smaller players on the team to care about the team if the guy who should be playing and cares about his account isn't even playing? So, I heard it in one of my groups. Someone highlighted it to me in a past All-Star. We had arguments about stuff, and someone said, okay, so get your points. And then someone wrote to me hey, that person was the most honest person in the group. Get your points. Because that's what the team is acting like. So that's what All-Stars is. Get your points. Get them however you can. Advance. And some people are going to be upset. I've been upset in All-Stars past. I've been like, hey, man, no one will attack me. Conspiracy theory, blah, 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 blah. I'm upset about it. Hey, it happens, right? Some people say coining's a skill. I disagree. Some people say healing's a skill. I disagree. Some people might say, hey, politics is a skill. I kind of agree with that one, and I'm bad at it. These videos make me bad at it. All-Stars is get your points, get them however you can, advance, and some people are going to be upset. I've been upset in All-Stars past. I've been like, hey, man, no one will attack me, conspiracy theory, blah, 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 blah. I'm upset about it. Hey, it happens, right? Some people say coining's a skill. I disagree. Some people say healing's a skill. I disagree. Some people might say, hey, politics is a skill. I kind of agree with that one, and I'm bad at it. These videos make me bad at it. Some people are good at it, and they get attacked because of it. They get points for it. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Put it all in one video. Just wanted to get this out there and, let the audience speak. And I really enjoy YouTube comment section, not just Evony. Anytime I watch a video, I love to go to the YouTube comment section, the Instagram comment section. It's great entertainment. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And Viper, just take a look in the mirror, divert your track. Just be like, guys, everybody has great ideas. Let's put them all together, not just ones that will benefit my small group of people. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.